Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Thornburg. This video is out there for the helpless parent. We've all been there. The first time I experienced the helpless parent was when we home birthed my first child. I was looking at her during the night, and I'm a pediatric resident. I've just finished my second year of pediatric training. I think I got up 4 times during the night, and I checked her breathing and her heart rate just like a nurse would if they were in the hospital. I just was absolutely petrified that something would go wrong. I knew, watching thousands of kids being born in the hospital, that rarely does something go wrong. New baby, my first child, I am responsible for this brand new life that just came onto this planet. And what do I know? I have a bunch of medical education, but certainly I don't know how to deal with fear. Knowing that this child will depend every day on me, and I was overwhelmed. And I've recently had the same thing in my practice. Actually, twice today, I have 2 separate families, 2 separate children, both with rashes. Both children are completely acting healthy. There's no other symptoms going on. One is a small toddler, and the other one is a teenager. Both rashes are benign. But you can see as a mom, you're just completely like, oh my gosh, this is the worst case scenario. Then you get on Google and you start to search. In the little toddler's case, she has poison ivy. She happened to get the oils from the poison ivy. It started on her hand and then it moved all over her body. The mom is wanting the rash to go away, and we've tried some very benign initial steps because it's a small child and we don't want to use anything too strong, especially if she's completely fine, but itchy enough that the child is definitely going at her skin a little bit. So here the mom wants a resolution now. Same thing with the other child, with the teenage child. Should I get the child over to the urgent care? Should I bleed? And I was like, no, the child's completely fine. Let's watch the child. So this is the helpless parent. And I also tell parents, I have seen the most logical, rational, erudite, educated individual who can think clearly, responsibly, logically, and they crumble when their child gets sick. I say that you can go from the most rational person to the most irrational person in 2 seconds flat when your child is sick. It's really important that you find a practitioner that you trust. You don't know everything. We'll never know everything. We have to learn to rely and trust on other people, especially those professionals that we are relying. The most important part of our lives, our children, too. So we want to make sure that we have confidence in them. It's always good to ask questions. I appreciate the questions when they come, and that's also an opportunity for me to educate more. I used to tell parents that when you're teaching your child to nap and you hear them and they're screaming, and this is an older child, I don't want to raise the teacher's child to sleep, cry it out method for babies. The mom's listening to that child cry, and she knows there's not a gorilla in there or a shark even on dry land. That's where the mind goes, and that's when we feel helpless because we want to protect. But remember, and I've said this in other videos, for moms, it's about nurturing instead of devouring, and for dads, it is about making wise decisions for your family. It's not about being tyrannical. Thank you.